Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. Now, to the 7 people watching this video, you may be wondering what's different about this video. Today, we're not going to be really playing anything, we're just going to be having a talk. I can't really edit anything fancy, so I just wanted to sit down and have something, and I'm going to call it the Jurassic Chat. That's what the video... Awful, I know. That's what the video is going to be called. But today, I'm going to be talking about why I am convinced the new Jurassic World movie will be a success. I am extremely excited for this film. But, you know, apart from Jurassic, from the die-hard Jurassic fans and people that love the original films, I haven't seen too much excitement from anywhere else, really, and it surprised me, because usually these films do incredibly well and they're very well liked. But after the absolute dumpster fire that was Dominion, I can see why the hype's a little bit, it's deteriorated a bit, which is understandable, as I said. Now, there are a few points I want to address. First point is being the cast, and if I could edit these videos properly, I would, but I would get some pictures on there. Look, I think the point I wanted to make about the cast is it's very positive. There was rumours that they wanted, I think it was Jennifer Lawrence and Glenn Powell, but apparently they turned down roles. I think that could be beneficial. You know, and instead, I think it's Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Mahershala Ali is going to be in it, Rupert Friend, Manuel Garcia Ruffalo, I think that's how you say his name, I'm sorry if I've mispronounced that, and then there are a few kids as well, 3 kids, that are also going to be in this film. The cast itself, I'm actually really happy with. I think Jonathan Bailey is going to do a good job. I haven't actually seen him in anything, but I've speaking to people I know and family and everything that have seen him in things. I think the thing he's most well known for is Bridgerton. They say he's a very good actor, and that, you know, they think he can do the role well, and I agree. Scarlett Johansson, obviously, she's very well known. I think she's probably the, when you look at actors and you have like your A-list actors, and I think she's probably she's obviously the biggest star of the film, but I think that's because she is playing the main character. I think she can do a good job. Obviously, she's known for Black Widow, playing Black Widow in the Marvel films, mostly, which, you know, she did an okay job at, nothing too crazy, but then I've seen her in other stuff, like, for example, Jojo Rabbit, which she was in. She was very good. I was very impressed with that. She gave a good performance. So I think she can capture what needs to be in a Jurassic film very well. And the great thing about Scarlett Johansson is she is a big fan of the franchise. There was a clip going around recently, resurfaced when she was cast, of her saying that, you know, it's one of her all-time favorite films. Agreed. The original Jurassic Park is one of her all-time favorite films, and she loved it. And so I think it's a good choice, having someone that is keen on the franchise, that loves it, knows the care and the magic that needs to be created in the franchise. I think that's really smart, having someone like that come in. So I'm very happy with that. As for the child actors, I don't really know much about them. I haven't seen them in anything. I don't know anything about them. But you'd think, hopefully, to be cast in a Jurassic film, you need to be a decent child actor. You know, I think the only one I wasn't too sure about was... You know, no, I'm not going to diss a kid. Although, you know, they're literally the same age as me, but who cares? You know, it's hard, because you don't really see them in much stuff, and they're going to have a big thing on the plot, which we can get to in a minute. But, yeah, you know... I'm confident they can deliver what needs to be done. But yeah, moving on as well to Mahershala Ali, who is the person I'm most excited for in this film. He's apparently playing the villain, which I didn't see coming, but apparently that's who he's playing, and I think he can do a really good job. And leading me beautifully into our next point, he's a fantastic actor. He's a 2 times Oscar winner. And apparently, I don't know if this is necessarily true, he's very selective about what films he does. Obviously, looking at Jurassic World, the name, Jurassic World 4, Jurassic World Rebirth, which is the rumoured title, and it's pretty much guaranteed. So, obviously, you look at the titles and you're like, oh my god, Jurassic World, yes please, but not all actors want to be in that. And for a 2-times Oscar winner to look at it, look at the script and go, you know what, this is good, I can work with this is going to be good. So I think that's also a positive sign. But as I said, it leads me on to my next point, which is the script. The script's been written by David Koepp, who wrote Jurassic Park. I know he wrote Jurassic Park, he wrote alongside Michael Crichton. Wrote, I think that might be wrong. I don't think it is. I don't know, it's been a long day and I'm recording this quite late at night, but I needed to talk about this. But yes, he wrote the original one, and I think he did The Lost Worlds as well. That could be wrong, but I think he did, because I know Spielberg directed The Lost World, so I'm pretty sure he did it. But he's done other stuff. He's done Indiana Jones. He did Crystal Skull, which is not the best, but but he did the original Jurassic Park, so he knows what you need to make a good Jurassic Park film. He already used the formula. So hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. But apparently the script, now I don't watch Impractical Jokers. I don't really know who they are. But someone called Q, I think his name is, he was on a podcast, I really can't remember the name of the podcast, apologies. And he knew someone, I think it was that he knew someone that had read the script. And they said that the script takes it back to basics, but it's brilliant. It's really, really good, that everyone's convinced the movie is going to be a huge hit, it's going to be a massive success, it's going to be brilliant. Which is encouraging. It's very, very encouraging. And that's interesting, back to basics. It's very interesting, because I think everyone would agree that the best films, or the best moments from each film, have come when it's people stuck on an island full of dinosaurs running around. And I'm a simple person. You give me a bunch of people with dinosaurs, I'll be happy. On an island, especially. But yeah, I think the script is. I'm not worried about the script. I think the script is going to be brilliant. I think it's going to be fantastic. Now, related to the script, this is the next point I wanted to make, is the synopsis of the plot. If I can remember it correctly or accurately, I'm pretty sure the synopsis was a few adults and some kids are stuck on the island, which is interesting. And they're saying that they want to completely reboot the franchise. So, by calling it the island, that infers it will be Nublar, because that's what everyone knows as the island. And that's what you see on your screens now, the beautiful Jurassic World Evolution 2. But I think that's quite interesting. I've seen a lot of people, and I am in this camp. I don't think it will be Nublar. I am convinced it will be Sauna, because as much as we love Nublar, we've done it a lot, and I think the journey on Nublar has been pretty much finished. And from leaked sec photos of old ancient ruins, I'm pretty sure there's somewhere in, I think it's a game, I can't remember the game, there are ruins on Sauna, or in the lore somewhere it says that there's ruins in Sauna. So that's one reason why I think it's going to be Sauna. And then there was also leaked photos of where it's being filmed, and it looks very Sauna-ish. It doesn't really look like Nublar. So I'm hoping it won't be Nublar, because I think that's been done enough. It wouldn't surprise me if it is, and I wouldn't be annoyed, but I think to do it, I think that what most people would also prefer is Sauna, because I don't think we've seen enough of that. I mean, we saw it in The Lost World, Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park 3, but after that, it was just completely cast aside. I mean, it wasn't really mentioned in any of the films. I mean, it had a few mentions here and there, but it wasn't really. I don't think they really utilised it to their maximum ability. So I'm confident they'll use it then, and that will just make the film even better. But yeah, I think there was another point I wanted to make. Yes, here the final bit has just come to me now. The director, Gareth Edwards. I'm a big fan of Gareth Edwards. Okay, he did Star Wars story. He did Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which is one of my all-time favorite Star Wars projects. One of my favorite Star Wars films. I think it's brilliant. I think it's unbelievable. I think the way it's shot and filmed and directed, all brilliant, and it's magic. It feels like Star Wars. It's magic. He also did Godzilla. He did, I think it was the newest, I think the Godzilla 2014. I think that's right. I think that he directed that. But having someone who did Godzilla, you know, so a film about terrifying monsters and that are a terrifying monster, it's scary, it's loud, it's, you know, I think it's a really good choice, because I think what the Jurassic franchise as a whole has strayed from since the second film, really, is, in fact, the second film didn't really have it as much, is, I think a lot of people forget the first Jurassic Park is quite scary in some instances. It's very, it builds tension, and there's jump scares, and it's quite scary, and in all the recent films, we've had none of that. And I think that's what made one of the original films so good, is that there was that fear element to it, and you always felt not safe. And I think if one person said, I think if I talk to anyone and they say to me, oh, yeah, I thought, for example, Chris Pratt, Owen Grady was going to die in Dominion. No, you didn't. You're lying. At no point did any of the main cast feel in danger. Whereas in the original films, that happened. And you know what? People actually died. As bad as it sounds, the franchise has gone to rubbish because people stopped dying. People, and I'm not just talking about random side characters got killed and eaten, whatever. But you had, in the original one, you had Muldoon, Arnold, Gennaro. Those are three of pretty much the core main cast all got killed, all eaten. And this is one of my only worries about the film, is kids in films don't die. So we can already completely discount that the kids in the new Jurassic World film will be completely fine. The 3 kids, that already discounts 3 of our main cast being killed off. And our other 3 that are stuck on the island with them, which I think is going to... Apparently the 3 main are going to be Scarlett Johansson, like main good guys, I guess. Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Rupert Friend. Will any of them die? I mean, would they kill off someone like that in the first one? I doubt it. So that is something which I think they need to do in order for it to be good. But we're not talking about what they need to do to make the film good. We're talking about why I'm convinced it's going to be good. So getting back onto a more positive spin on things. There was, I think there was leaked shots of them growing long grass for the film, and that also makes me think it's sauna, because obviously you had the scene from the Lost World Jurassic Park where they all get attacked in the long grass, and velociraptors in the long grass come on. That's peak Jurassic Park. Everyone loves that. It's what makes it so good. And the rumours are, now the rumoured dinosaurs, there's going to be 2 sibling T-Rexes, velociraptors, the whole thing. Apparently a accurately sized Dilophosaurus, which is actually the thing I'm most excited for. And I know a lot of people are most excited for the rumoured Spinosaurus, which is supposed to be making a return. And I think that's pretty much nailed on, because they've been doing a lot of... I think, as I'm recording this, they think they wrapped up filming in the water tanks, like the filming tanks in Malta for the film. I think they wrapped up filming there recently, so I think it's pretty much nailed on that they'll have some sort of aquatic creature or some dinosaurs in the water at some point, because to spend a lot of, that was a lot of time they spent filming in Malta for that scene, which is quite interesting, really. So, apparently it's going to be a scientifically accurate Spinosaurus as well, which is really exciting. I'm very excited to see that. So already we have good cast, brilliant, good director. and I don't actually think I made my point clearly. I think Gareth Edwards will know after doing Godzilla and after doing Rogue One. I think he'll make dinosaurs scary again, and I think having David Koepp work on it as well. I think dinosaurs will be scary again because they are not. They're sort of made like a laughing stock in the most recent ones, and it's like Velociraptors, who were friggin' terrifying in the first film, were made into like, I don't know. I saw them as like dogs, just trainable, and this whole ridiculous narrative of using a laser to point at we're not going to get too negative. But apparently, as well, in these new films, in this newer film, and in the further films in the future of the Jurassic franchise, they're going to stray away from hybrids, which I'm really happy about. I really like Jurassic World. I think it's a good film. It's not really a Jurassic film, though, is it? It's an action film. It's more of a monster movie, like Godzilla. No disrespect to Godzilla, because Godzilla's a brilliant film. All of them, I love them all. But I think the Indominus, we didn't need that. Like, we just didn't need the Indominus or the Indoraptor. We have enough dinosaurs available to us, or that they could have been used. We didn't need hybrids at the end of the day. It's a cool concept, but realistically speaking, it wasn't needed. Like, and that was one of the main grudges I had with the newer films, and I think they are going to stray away from that, which I'm very happy with. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I think good cast, good director. The set pieces and where they're filming is going to be good. Good script, got David Koepp back writing. And, I think it's really exciting. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. It's supposed to come out on, I think it's Wednesday, 2nd of July, 2025. So it's not long. So hopefully we get a trailer soon. But yeah, if you still are watching this, I don't know why you are. You've sit and listened to me waffle for 17 minutes. Thank you. And yeah. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. See you in the next one. See ya.